Hey guys, what's going on? I know this is a video that you guys were not expecting, but I do need to address this because this is actually ridiculous. So, I know I haven't streamed or recorded a video in a while, but I have to put this video out there because this is actually sorry guys, this is actually kind of stupid. So, while I was on my little break, I was going with my friend. I was on Minecraft group post, right? I was like, fuck it, right? Let's just go on a group post to see what we got. I was bored. It was a little like it was late at night. It was vibes, right? So I joined this group post, and this was the post. It was by Common Oasis. It said long-term space exploration RP, explore worlds, explore the cosmos. I know it cuts off there, but it says save humanity. So I joined this, right? And I come in there, and basically the owner, by the way, I need to clarify this. This is probably one of the most important parts of this whole little shebang. Jack is the owner of this huge role play, right? So when I joined, he's like, okay, if you're gonna join this group, please take a joke. I was like, yeah, sure, I can take a joke. Yeah, we can, have some jokes and have some fun while we're doing the role play. Why not? So, but anyways, he said that he has a degree in space. I'm like, okay, sure, he could be lying, but I don't really care, right? So, basically, he had a lot of people in the party. It was like 6 or 5, and basically I joined, and it was only me, by the way, and he like kind of explained the story and everything, and basically I was grasping the concept of it. And it was, if you guys don't know, it's kind of based off of the show Interstellar. So Interstellar is like a huge space show that's like really famous on Netflix. Go watch it; it's a great show. But I digress. Anyways, right? He sends me a Discord invite, right? And I join it here just to show proof. Hold on. Yeah, there's the proof, right? So I join the Discord server. I come in, and basically Jack gives me a huge rundown about the lore and everything. Like, he actually really goes in depth, and he actually tells an actual absolute cinema story. And I'm like, okay, honestly, I keep on adding into it, and he's like, yeah, like he can tell that I'm understanding it, and I'm actually, communicating with them and giving my feedback and what should happen in the future. So I'm like, okay, yeah, do this, that, or that, or that, blah, blah, blah. So, and if Jack responds to this video, right, just if he lies about any of this, I'll put my hand on the Bible that I was actually talking with him in a party and like giving my feedback and everything, right? But anyways, I digress, right? He gives me a huge rundown about the lore, and he tells me to make a character sheet, which is like, if you guys know what that is, basically it's like a little template, and you'll put your fictional like RP character's age, name, date of birth, backstory, all that stuff, strengths, weaknesses, right? And I did that. By the way, I put that in the server, right? And Jack himself was still online. He was like, yes, because my backstory was like about me joining the U.S. Marines and stuff. So I'm like, and he was like, Jack was like, okay. He responded to the thing. He was like, okay, you should be part of this squad because it's like more of like an army thing, right? And I'm like, okay, cool, I like it. So, right, I get accepted, and he tells me to put the huge thing into the character exception channel, which I did, right? I'm like, okay, I got my thing accepted, right? But I didn't get my role. I was like, okay, maybe no. There's like he forgot to give me my role. So what, right? I'll have it maybe tomorrow or something, right? But it's not that's not like the reason of this. But anyways, I'm like, okay, that's great, you know. And it was like very late at night. I invited my friend Daryl. You guys might know Daryl. He's a developer in the Celeste Studios. I invited him into a party. Just me and him. By the way, Jack got off, and this other girl in the party got off because she was also a member of the Discord server. So it was just me and Daryl. I was giving him a rundown and everything about it, right? And basically, right, I invited him, and he joined. Just to clarify, he joined the Discord server, and I was like, okay, I basically told whatever Jack told me, and I told it to Daryl. So it was like I got this from this thing and I put it, I talked to him and I gave him a rundown about the story. There was even a channel, right? Guys, listen to this. There was even a channel called there was like a huge lore category. I went through it, I read it all. And I told Daryl whatever was in that channel. Bro, I'll make a second video and I'll have Daryl even explain his own reaction to this. And, right, but I'll get to that later, right? But anyways, right, I gave him a rundown. I was like, yo, you have to make a character, copy this, copy the template in the format and put your own stuff into it, right? So that's what he did. He spent like 2 hours creating his character. And I was just sitting there on my phone looking through the server and looking at everything because I was so excited and hyped for this roleplay. I actually, why I'm making this video is because I'm, really pissed right now because I was, I know I'm going on a huge ramble here, but I'm gonna go off of I'm gonna bounce back of what Jack told me. He was like, they're making a huge custom Minecraft mod and doing this and doing that. I'm like, this is cool. And basically, they didn't have a flat line rolled yet because they're still working on it. Okay, that's cool. And he said that he planned for a day on Saturday. By the way, this was Thursday, Wednesday, all that stuff, right? There's a huge 2-day thing. And actually, no, this all happened yesterday. I literally just joined the Discord server, right? But anyways, I digress. He was planning on, so basically, right, the role play hasn't started yet. So he's still getting more people in here because basically, with the first scene of the huge role play is the rocket taking off and going into space with every person in the role play inside of it. So it gives different characters a time to interact with other characters and build storyline. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. This makes sense. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see you later, but then I'm gonna bounce back and I'm gonna go time skip into the future, right? After Daryl got done making his character, because I wanted it in the role play. I was like, me and Daryl should be friends. We should our backstory should be connected, all this. And okay, yeah, we done it. This is cool. But then I got off. I went to sleep. Okay, so now we're at this part right here. So now. By the way, this was all happening at 2 and 3 in the morning. Okay, so I went to bed at 3:30, right? 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. And I did one last check on the Discord server, and I put a lore suggestion of basically my own, because there's, lore suggestions, so I put my own little, concept of a space monster. If Jack would have seen that, he would have been like, oh, this is fucking sick, right? Because basically, I didn't want to put a huge explanation, so I just put it in the chat GPT as a little description of it, and it wrote it out for me. So I just put that in there and put an image of what it would look like. My own little concept. If Jack would have seen that, he probably did. But if he did see that, he would probably like it, right? It's cool. And basically, right, I check again. I'm like, bro, this is so fucking cool. So I went to bed. And by the way, I saw one of Daryl's friends, which is one of my friends. His name is Comic Thrower 70. Okay, he's probably a very long-term friend of Daryl, and I know him. He's a pretty cool guy, right? So I know it was join, and oh shit, I can have my own little friend group inside of the fucking roleplay. This is cool, right? And basically, I went to bed, right? Woke up today, right? Today, and I hopped on the game. I was playing Fortnite, and I get a random call from Daryl, okay? And basically, he's like, yo, I got kicked from the server. I'm like, what? Why'd you get kicked from the server? What'd you do? And he's like, I didn't do nothing. I'm like, okay, uh-oh. And then Daryl was like, you got kicked too. I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I get kicked? Right? So I check my Discord. I'm not in the server no more, right? And then I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Why am I not in the server? So I'm like, I have to contact the admins or Jack or somebody to get I need to get invited back to the server. There must be a huge missing communication thing or something. It should have been something wrong. like something like that, right? So I contact Jack, right? I'm like, please call me when you can. Never responded, right? So I went to an admin. I'm like, hey, please call me when you can. You know, basically, like, I was like, okay, yeah, I need to invite back, and I need probably an explanation why, what happened, So I was like, never responded. So then I waited and waited and waited all day, and then I was like, man, this is ridiculous. I need an invite back to the server. So then I contacted a member. By the way, this is a member, not an admin. Basically, she was online. I was like, I'm putting all the proof and evidence I have. So I'm like, okay, yes, I need an invite back, or I need an explanation why I've been kicked from the server. And, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, when I sent an invite link to Daryl, I joined back. I pressed the join button on the server, and it said you've been banned from the server. What? You know what I mean? Like, why? I didn't do nothing wrong. So I'm like, why did I time skip a little bit, and I'm still messaging this member from the server. I'm like, please, I need an explanation about this. This is ridiculous. I want to join back. I was really interested. My friends were interested. I got everybody in my friend group almost interested about this. And basically, right, and so basically, right, I was like, okay, yeah, please, I need an explanation about this. And then I messaged her, I was like, I'm pissed about this. I need to know why I've been banned. Like, then I wait, and I see that she's typing. So she's like typing like an explanation or something. I'm like, please, thank God. Like, please let me back. I didn't know nothing wrong. Please, thank God. Right? And she messaged me this. Okay, hold on. Okay, she messaged me this, word for word, bar from bar. Jack, which is the owner, said you were trying to go against the plot points and refused to understand the construct of the roleplay. First of all, okay, if I didn't understand and didn't construct a thing of the roleplay, why did I have an hour conversation with the owner about the lore and giving the feedback about the lore? What? Like, seriously, you can't make this up, all right? And next, bro, decides to go on to say, and then invited people without saying a word to anyone, and he doesn't have time to teach you how to behave. Second of all, right, it was 4 a.m. It was also 3 a.m. too. I invited Daryl. Who else was I supposed to talk to? Okay? Seriously. I mean, I didn't know, like, what the admins were until I contacted them today. So, I mean, yeah, I do understand it. I should have contacted everybody, but I did tell the people I invited what Jack told me. So, they did actually they're educated about the lore and everything, right? So, then, what bro decides to go on to say, and make you read the story in that he wrote for people to base their character off of. Third of all, she's basically saying that my characters and my friends' characters weren't connected to the lore. Right? Well, hold on. My phone dropped. Don't my bad, guys. Anyways, so basically saying, like, my character didn't, correlate with the lore. Are we making this up? Because seriously, my character's thing was verified and accepted by the owner, Jack. And I don't know where they're getting this information from. It's because, I don't know why. Jack, which is the owner, verified my character thing, so why, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, then bro decides to go on to say, he also said he does not want you or your friends back in the server because he doesn't have time to deal with you. Fourth of all, Jack is a cool guy, okay? I mean, honestly, I think from my perspective, I think this was set up by the admins and the mods, because Jack, listen, if you're watching this video, please comment down below, right? Because I guess, I don't know, like, when I send you a friend request, it's saying that it's an error. But, wait, hold on. Well, yeah, it says that you blocked me. So, I don't know if you have short-term memory loss, or if we're just like, we just forgot everything I said last night when you woke up. By the way, Jack, you got off because you had to do your calculus homework. I'm like, okay, go ahead, man. School is more important than this, right? So I'm like, okay, bro, this is actually ridiculous because Jack is a cool guy, you know. I literally had an hour ramble and conversation with the guy about the lore. I said this before. Please invite me back because this is actually ridiculous. Because, like, if any of the admins are watching this, like, my friend Daryl in Comic Thrower, we were so interested and hyped about this because when we created our character, because we based it off of mine, right? And then Daryl based it off of mine, and then Comic Thrower bases it off of Daryl. So they're all completely okay. So why are you saying that the characters are wrong? They were verified by the owner, okay? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, bro, like, what? And then puts an emoji and then says, have a good day. This must be a joke. I must be living in a fucking dream. Because, seriously, what the fuck are we doing? What are we thinking? Like, dude, guys, you wouldn't understand. Like, I was so excited for this because when I joined the server, I was telling Daryl we gotta save humanity as a joke and everything. I was like, yeah, da, da, da. I was so excited. Saturday, middle of Saturday, maybe. Who knows? I don't know what time he would do it. He'd ping us in the announcements. He would join and, like, you know, role play, like, interact with characters because I wanted to see everyone's characters and how they operate and what their names are, the backstories. You know, it's pretty interesting, right? Like, I don't know where they're getting this information from, but if this was operated by Jack's admins, Jack, I'm telling you right now, you have the most fucked up admins ever I've ever seen, cause this is fucking ridiculous. Okay. By the way, Jack, please unblock me on Discord, and I want an actual explanation. Like, from you, by the way, you talking to me, not no other admin, say it to my face, because if I was doing something wrong, I didn't get any message, DM, nothing. I didn't get a single piece of, I didn't have a dime of information. I didn't get a single piece of information on why I was kicked or why I was banned. Same thing with my friends. Didn't get a single piece of information that, you know, why we got banned. And I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous, okay? Please, Jack, unban me. I want to have a one-on-one conversation with you because this is ridiculous. Okay. So, right, while I was making this video, Comic Thrower basically called me. And, by the way, when Comic Thrower was making his character, I was off because Daryl was saying to Comic Thrower, was like, you're past your bedtime, it's getting too late, because all of my other friends were literally spending almost 30 minutes to an hour making their own character and putting it in detail, right? So I just wasted my whole time doing this whole thing. Same thing with my friends.
Sorry, my mic cut out. But anyways, he's giving details and all that other
Like,
stuff about his character.
I'm not even joking with you. This
and
is
I was like,
yeah, bro, dumbest stuff I've ever seen.
I really didn't know how to name my character. I just named it Mark Grayson.
Because this is I wasn't trying to be invincible.
Plain out,
I just used his name because
stupid.
It sounded okay.
But
I digress. Comic Thrower said basically,
anyways,
like,
guys,
he
thanks
spent
for watching.
almost 2 hours to an hour staying up all night making his
character. You guys never expected
and basically,
to be
like, thrown at you. So, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And Jack, please unblock me. I want to have a voice call and one-on-one call with you if you have the time. I don't want to talk to any of the other admins. I want to talk to you, okay? Not anybody else, you. Okay? I want to know exactly to the pinpoint detail on why. Because this is ridiculous, okay? But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if I'm missing any evidence, please let me know in the comments because I'll make community posts or something because my mind is in shambles right now. If I missed a piece of evidence, let me know because I do have evidence of this. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.